fucking kidding me? That soundtrack is amazing. You got the touch. You got the power. How do you?
I was gay the whole time.
That's the next. Oh.
No, there's no way it was. There's no way a panda fighting kung fu for a third time was any better than the first time.
If you want more Rugrats talk and more talking about people's sisters that you don't know, you guys hit that subscribe. I'll let your boy.
This week in the bracket, we're gonna do our best to make some mashups that we think should happen in Hollywood.
Movie,
Best
TV,
fictional
mashups.
mashup. I just stuck to movies, but
Well,
How
either way.
small-minded
everything
you
is
are.
very vague, and we don't plan ahead, so we can go with whatever. That's true, because for best fictional vehicles, I threw in my Ford Focus, which didn't make any sense. So I guess we'll.
Were you there for that?
No,
Best
No,
vehicle?
it
it was the one you
We
fucking
literally put
suggested.
It was the
David's
one I
Ford Focus
suggested.
on the list.
I think it went up against Yoshi, which isn't a vehicle at all, but I threw out. I was like, Yoshi, but technically
Kind of.
he is ridden. And they were like, I think we didn't have any, we didn't think it through, so we're like, fuck it, let's just
So-
do Yoshi.
I'm gonna start this week off because I only have one.
Do it.
This is how we get the Ford Focus.
It's Firefly and Farscape being united in a buddy cop style space film with Nathan Fillion and Ben
That's
Browder.
one with the ship that creates children, right? The ship that can do whatever.
The ship that's a living creature that has
Ship that creates children.
doesn't.
Children ships, baby ships.
So John Crichton.
Damn.
You didn't see how long it took me to find.
I haven't
No, I
seen.
didn't.
I haven't seen.
What's his full name?
Farscape.
Or no, Malcolm Reynolds.
I haven't seen
I've only
Farscape.
seen a few.
So Firefly is a
It's good.
good like hybrid of like action, drama, and comedy. Is Farscape the same way?
No,
Or is
yes.
Farscape all serious?
Yeah.
From the episodes that I have seen, which only been like 6 or 7, so I can't really speak too well on the subject, but it's pretty much just like a straight comedy. Like
It's
to me.
It's not though.
Well,
it really
that doesn't
is.
bother me because that makes
It doesn't
seem
take
like,
itself super seriously,
Yeah.
but
There are
like,
stakes.
like people die in the show. Characters die. Bad things happen. Like it has its very dark.
I think
moments.
that bodes well for your choice because that means the show's gonna be a
And
super
they-
fun show.
So
And
we're
they-
gonna mash
like
up-
there's an episode because you're never gonna watch it.
No.
I just got a text message from my wife's sister where I was telling her how my tree has cancer. This is like completely off the book here. Like like when trees they start getting those weird clumps.
Yeah.
Like essentially it's a form like the tree's dying.
Yeah.
And I was telling her about that, and she just texted me. She's like, I think my tree has cancer, so I looked it up. Turns out it's true.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't lying.
No, I didn't realize how bad it was because I want to cut down. I have a gumball tree and then a regular tree.
Tree cancer, goddamn tirade.
The regular tree has cancer. The tree with gumballs doesn't. Trees doesn't have to cut down. I'm fighting. I want the gumball shit gone. She wants the cancer tree gone. I was laying down on my a trampoline looking up at it. And
So
I
when are you
realized-
guys getting rid of the gumball tree?
Never. She's gonna win because wives always win.
What if you take?
Oh, I thought she wanted the gumball. I'm sorry.
Take
She
No,
wanted-
I wanted the gumball.
cancer.
I hate fucking raking that shit up. I'm fine with the cancer tree. Just let it sit there and have cancer. But I was looking up at it and I realized how shitty it looks compared to the other one.
So
have you ever considered a career in nursing or healthcare?
So
What if I could sit there and have cancer?
It's all good.
So, just to throw out the dark edge of Farscape, which is where I was going there, there's like an episode where they go back to Earth with the aliens, and they're all captured by the American government, and like one of the creatures, which is essentially like some sort of frog thing that is tiny and floats around on a disc.
You're not selling.
It's a puppet made by Jim Henson.
Should I jump hands up?
But they literally dissect it. They're like, oh, he got sick and died, and we just dissected him.
Oh.
And then they're like killing off the members of the crew and like all kinds of crazy shit because humans are fucking horrible.
They are.
So, Brett, go ahead.
So let's say that you and your family move into a house,
Right.
but this house, like the family who lived previous, the oldest son shotgunned everybody to death in their beds. So the house is now haunted, so you get a really good deal on it. It's in Amityville.
Right.
What are you gonna do? You don't want a haunted ass house telling you to get out with the wall sockets bleeding and shit.
Say it.
You call the goddamn Ghostbusters to bust them
I was
ghosts out
gonna
of
say,
that house.
you should have said who you gotta call and
That's
left it open.
It's good.
Amityville Horror versus the Ghostbusters.
I can't
Get those
Yeah,
dead
I
ass,
decided if I
get that dead family and all those dead Indians.
You know
out
what I
of your
realized
house.
when I was making my list? Horror movies have kind of the best
Yeah.
opportunity. So I tried to stay away from horror because I figured that's where everyone would go.
David.
You just asking Tommy?
No.
Alright.
Are you dumb?
Yes.
Like I went me, Brad, so then he goes over to you, and it's
Clockwise. I know.
Who taught them clockwise?
Yeah.
Yeah, who taught you that?
Who taught you out to
what is yours?
I'm gonna have to Critters and Gremlins. It would be a versus movie, but at the same time, you know how Critters has those cool bounty hunters that have the blank faces?
The doppelganger.
You would follow around the fucking bounty hunters if they fought both, and they would be the ones you follow.
Did you know that Hulu just uploaded all of the Critters movies? And they're
Yes.
fucking fantastic, especially Critters 2.
I love
Where they showed like the Playboy, so the bounty hunter morphs into
a
a playmate with like tits out.
And Critters 2 is the one where they kill the Easter Bunny and they have the giant ball at the end. So
well, also there's a point where the morphing bounty hunter like sees a Freddy Krueger stand up and starts morphing into Freddy Krueger. And the guy's like,
and they stop.
No, and holds up the porno bag again.
No,
and turns it
I
back
honestly like all of them. Like one was a smaller movie with just them locked in that house. 2 was the big where they introduced the fucking bounty hunters.
The bounty hunters are in the first one too.
They're not a super big part. They don't have like the face stuff.
Yes, they do.
Huh.
Yep.
I don't really remember.
And the third one's
Leonardo DiCaprio
Yep,
in the
Leonardo
hotel,
DiCaprio.
which was a cool idea, and the fourth is in space.
Yep.
Which is where
With
you always
Chucky.
go. When you run
Fucking Chucky's in it.
I
Go to space.
Red Dwarf.
Yeah. But I
Almost
think
Chucky's
at the end, like, so my ending climax, that I got pictured for this movie, it's kind of like the ending of Gremlins 1, where, like, Stripe jumps into, like, a puddle of water and makes a billion of them, and then you get the Critters ball just going around just, like, keep wiping them out. I think that'd be pretty
Tommy,
cool.
Where's Leonardo DiCaprio in this?
He is his character from Django Unchained.
Okay.
And he's hanging out.
I'm gonna say I think I got a good one that you guys will really like. I'm going to my first one will be Home Alone and The Punisher.
Are they on TV? How much setup time does Kevin have?
Kevin is Frank Castle.
Oh, like he turns into him? I thought it was going to be a...
Hold on,
It was Home Alone versus The Punisher.
Yeah, which would have been awesome.
Hold on.
No, it's just Home
Explain.
Alone
Okay.
with The Punisher replacing Kevin.
So he just booby traps a house.
So the Punisher.
It's basically probably like a 5-minute movie where they try to break in the house and he just shoots them both in the face.
To be
And
fair,
then takes them down to the furnace and puts them
though, Kevin's traps are already pretty deadly. Like, have you ever seen that video?
Yeah.
Where,
Yeah, they are.
Where, like...
No, there's a YouTube show.
I think we all watch it together over here.
So,
Yeah.
my next mashup.
Wait, is that how you're going to
Yeah.
explain your movie? That's all it is like
That's
Kevin goes up to the...
Bad guys are trying to break into
Okay.
Frank Castle's house.
So it's
And he
Kevin
shoots
off...
them in the face.
So it's Kevin
I think
off-
they made that movie with the blind guy.
Yeah.
Don't breathe.
Don't breathe.
It's don't breathe, but he can see. And
It's
he
Frank
has a skull
Castle.
on
I
his
mean, you
head.
can flesh out a little bit more and have him like torture him and shit, I guess.
Well, no, his traps aren't like micro machines. It's a Claymore mine.
Well, how you
So
do
just
it?
instead of falling,
And instead of 2 guys, it's like 100 guys.
Dutch.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, let me pitch this to you. You could make it longer by having him in like a giant like
A hotel.
and having like a
So Home Alone 2.
a drove of people coming.
Yeah.
So you have like a billion deaths.
An
Because
army of gangsters.
just be booby trapping, but instead of just like paint cans, and have like nails in them.
It's a paint can with a grenade
With a
on it.
grenade in it.
No, like-
Everything just has a grenade.
So
on
it
it.
comes on
There's
against
still-
you,
There's
and
still
it
the
explodes.
there's still the wet bandits, but it's like actually like a full gang.
A gang.
Like 300 people.
Like they came from the Warriors or something, trying to break it. Then we should go Warrior and Home Alone.
All right.
So, this next idea I have is maybe it's like a Christmas movie. It's like a holiday film, and one's about like a super uptight brother, and one's more the aloof brother. They're both very successful in their own rights, and it's like they're trying to the more serious one's trying to get his brother to be more serious, but in the end he becomes more like his brother and learns to like enjoy life. And the 2 brothers are both played by James Spader. Just James Spader from The Blacklist and James Spader from The Office.
Yes.
Nice.
So Robert California.
Robert California.
And can the dad be James Spader from Ultron?
No, but they will. It will be set in the future, and they'll have a butler who is also James Spader as Ultron.
He makes a reference.
So what are you calling this movie?
This the night
James Spader.
James,
The movie.
James Spader.
Is it called
If you guys ever realize how
The
meta,
White List?
you guys ever realize how
So it's Reddington and California.
I don't know why they have different names, but
Well, maybe they were adopted and they're just.
well,
they're
no,
meeting
California
up.
changed his name because he's more of a carefree spirit, and
Well, yeah, because that wasn't his real name. It was.
You could call it like
California.
You could just call it.
What's
You
the
could call it James
Reddington.
Spader.
thank you, The White Office.
Because they made that John Malkovich movie, which if you realize how meta that is,
It's really yeah.
it's a really good movie though.
I literally just came up with it off the top of my head. I told you guys I had one, so I'm just like
Yeah.
fucking just throwing shit out here now at this point because I fucking.
It's
Demi
gonna,
Moore
sound,
and her husband.
I was gonna do this on my lunch, but I just took a nap.
it's gonna sound just as convincing as all of our show. Like,
Yeah, I know.
So Demi Moore and her husband, Patrick Swayze, are in love, and then Patrick Swayze gets murdered. But he won't leave her alone while she's trying to bang all of his coworkers and bring home dudes from the bar to move on. Do you really want to have your dead husband's ghost crying while you bang
Are you gonna say
strangers
Ghostbusters?
in the corner? Who are you gonna call to fix this problem? The Ghostbusters.
The Ghostbusters.
Is Whoopi Goldberg still on his side?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So
Yeah.
And David
Go
Bowie-
every time it's just
You know
like
what's funny is that I almost had a Ghostbusters one on here.
Ghost versus Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
that's fucking.
Is your next one
We shouldn't
be
make
like The
that.
Exorcist
No.
I'm not gonna use this.
versus Ghostbusters?
I'm not gonna use this since there's already two Ghostbusters one, but can I just throw out my one I was gonna use? I think would be awesome. You guys ever seen the Michael J. Fox movie, The Frighteners?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that with the Ghostbusters would be cool.
That would be
because
awesome.
It's killer ghosts. It would make the Ghostbusters so they could still be comical, but when shit starts to get real, they can say, "Oh, this is actually not a comedy."
Yeah, even the Frighteners is still comical.
It was comical, but it got.
I mean, it's Sam Raimi, so it's like cheesy comical.
But no, it was the guy.
It was Sam Raimi.
It was Peter Jackson.
Or no, it was Peter Jackson.
It was Peter
That's
Jackson.
right.
Back when he made really good movies.
They're interchangeable to me.
Yeah. Do you want my real one now, though?
Yes.
All right. Okay. So I got a whole list. Okay, let's do. I'm gonna do Dark 030 and Taken. Imagine it's the movie of Dark 030 where we go
Zero
to
Dark 30.
Zero Dark 30.
Yeah, whatever. I never saw the movie because I don't. It's in the So, but you drop in Liam Neeson, they'll get Osama bin Laden instead of the army, and he just takens everybody. Whatever that technique is.
Whatever.
I think that would be a
His
fucking
takens
awesome.
every-
He ends up in the cave, like I told you, I'd fucking find you. And he just starts. I think that would be fucking cool.
You get to see Chris Pratt hang out with Liam Neeson.
No, he goes alone. In my version, Jessica Chastain.
But
can
Chris
be
Pratt is in Zero Dark 30.
Okay. Well, they can hang out in like the command center, giving him like but to go and he'll just say no, I don't need you. And then Jessica Chastain.
But Chris Pratt doesn't do that. Chris Pratt is a gun guy.
Oh, is he?
He's Seal Man.
Is he serious in the movie or is it comic relief?
It's kind of serious.
I might see it then, because I would be curious to see what he could do with it.
He's only got like 15 minutes of screen time.
I feel like Chris Pratt just plays Chris Pratt. I like it.
Yeah.
Is he still fat from like Parks and Recs?
No, this is like when he started getting in shape for Guardians of the Galaxy.
See? I was pretty amazed at that transformation, but I guess Marvel will do that to you. The Marvel paycheck.
Well, apparently James Gunn said that his screen test was so good that they would Photoshop his head on someone else's body if they had to.
If he didn't do it. It looked just like the brand new Black Panther poster. You see that?
Fucking terrible.
It's so fucking awful. I'm like, someone got paid for that. I could do that. That looks like one of the thumbnails.
They send theaters across the goddamn country.
Tommy?
My next one is.
Wait, what is your title, mine? I'm just curious.
I just
Taken.
I just put Zero Dark 30 / Taken.
No. I don't get
Zero
it.
Taken 30.
Liam Neeson fights with some.
My next one that I have is. I realize mine are a little bit different than yours. Make more sense than mine. I went more like the comedy route.
I have one comedy on here.
I have Alien and Juno.
So she's pregnant with an alien.
I want to hear.
Pregnant
She's pregnant with an alien.
I want to hear from the opening scene to the ending. Go.
No.
Because wait, wasn't that Alien
Leave it
3
up
where
to
she was
your-
pregnant with the alien?
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
just choose whatever.
It'd be so funny if
It's
they
not
hadn't seen
necessarily alien, just the alien. You know, the xenomorph.
Did she
In
decide
Ellen-
not? Did she decide
in
not to get
Ellen
an
Page.
abortion because the alien has fingernails?
And Michael Cera in a xenomorph costume. But his face is cut out so you can see Michael Cera's face there.
And it's
See the face hugger because he gets her pregnant?
Yeah.
and,
So he's just in a giant face hugger costume but with Michael Cera's face.
and instead of giving him fucking
Or you could
Tic-Tacs-
take it a more like literal approach to be like just it's the mechanism of alien, so it literally is just a human, but it still bursts out of her chest.
Would this be a dark
It's
comedy?
Michael Cera. I don't know.
It's just Juno, except for at the end, it bursts out of her chest.
So when Michael Cera shows up at the hospital, it's like your kid has been taken by the government and your girlfriend's dead. He's like, I will go back to my track meet.
Yeah.
I guess.
Pretty
I haven't
much.
watched Juno, so
Oh, it was a good movie.
Alright.
I don't trust Diablo
Well,
Cody.
damn, I have an alien one too, but I might not use it.
Use it.
I got some good ones though. I want to keep it fresh. I don't want everything to be Ghostbusters.
Do you have
Do
one
you
where
want to
you're
see my
trying to
list?
like
If you're thinking, do you want to see my
So,
list?
I only have one more.
I've got a couple.
So, I was thinking Dwight from The Office
As a superhero.
and essentially Dwight from Super, but Dwight becomes his sidekick of himself.
They play the same
Twin
character.
brothers.
same
I know, they're way too much the same character. I think
How great is Nathan Fillion in Super, though? With
Yeah,
that
what's
big-
the one
plays- he
the one
plays the-
earlier that he said that I thought was hilarious? Predator, and it's a fucking Survivor man.
well, it's like I said, that's essentially the movie though.
Yeah.
Man versus.
Nathan Fillion plays like the religious superhero,
Yeah.
right? What's his name?
I
Captain.
don't care. It's fucking amazing.
It's pretty fun.
That wig he's wearing, and when it shows him look outside, he's just hiding in the bushes and runs off. It's great.
My favorite scene from Super is when the dude cuts in line and he goes to like show up prim and he's like, "What do you
We
do?
saw
Why are you
him
changing the car?"
Pipe wrench to the face, pipe wrench to the girl's face,
Because she
runs off.
screams, he's like, "You like let this happen, or you're like you're an accessory or something." Doesn't he say that and like just bust her?
That movie's fucking amazing.
That movie has probably one of the darkest moments
The
in
grossest
any
rape
movie.
scene ever.
It
It's
does.
so gushy.
Oh,
It
they
does.
talk about Ellen Page.
Ellen Page.
Yes, that was a big downer.
She was Wolverine, right?
That's not even the part. That's not even like the part that like when she gets her fucking head blown off. Like I wasn't ready for it. I just was.
No one was
not
ready for that.
His
It's
story,
such a comedy movie.
it gets put on the back burner, but his relationship with Liv Tyler is actually really tragic and sad. Like,
Yeah.
she's only with him because she's down in the dumps and just like has been around shitty people her whole life. But then after he saves her and she's like clean of drugs, she just moves on. Like,
It gets a real. Well, yeah,
It gets
because
a real family.
because she can't stay with the guy that she watched murder a bunch of people dressed as a superhero.
She was on drugs.
To
She
save
probably
her.
didn't know what the fuck happened. But yeah,
He shot Kevin Bacon in the balls with a ballistics knife.
yeah. Kevin Bacon makes every movie.
Better. Kevin Bacon's awesome.
He is
You hear
awesome.
that, Tommy?
Oh, that's
Kevin
right. I forgot we had
Bacon's
a Kevin Bacon hater on the fucking panel. What did
I
you say?
believe that I have said that Kevin Bacon is
Is
good.
amazing.
And I redacted my statement, so
Yeah, but
I don't think you can redact the level of hatred that that statement had. Alright, so what do you got?
So, a good live action Ninja Turtles movie where they team up with the Battletoads.
God damn it, I have a Ninja Turtle on my
Do they team up or do they fight?
Well,
Do they fight
they're
first
both
and then team
technically
up?
good guys. They're both heroes.
Battletoads are from space. Or what's their story?
I don't fucking
And
know.
their Master Splinter's like an owl who's also wearing a red little robe. So it's like almost like Hoppy.
Well, yeah,
They're
Battletoads.
from space.
Battletoads and Ninja Turtles sounds great.
Would their hands and feet grow really fucking big when they do combos like in the games?
Yeah, absolutely.
That'd be amazing.
Like, and you will get, like, the first time they meet, the turtles will fight them, so you'll get a Battletoads versus, like,
That'd be
two
cool.
of the turtles.
You guys ever play that Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo game, Battletoads vs. Double Dragon?
Fuck yeah.
It's
And
amazing.
all of the turtles will hate the Battletoads except for Mikey.
Of course.
Mikey will just be, like, their best friend
wanna
and
party
just
with them.
love them to death.
that we like.
Who should the villain be, though? I feel like you need like a really great villain from something else to pull this together.
Megatron.
It
would probably work though, man.
Has to be
I'm sold.
Megatron.
I'm sold.
Just do them better than the live action movies.
Where he just turns into the gun shield though, like from the cartoon. So someone's got to use that.
Have it tied to the 80s cartoon where he just killed Optimus, so you know Megatron doesn't fuck around.
Well, he's just so fucked up too that they literally just kick him off of a train in space.
Yeah.
And then he gets turned into Galvatron because he's also dying as fuck.
I'm interested to
Yeah,
know.
Brad, what is your next
interested to
Ghostbuster?
know if yours is going to be a
All right.
Ghostbusters one again.
So Alec Baldwin and Gina Davis are going back to their home. They drive off of a bridge and they die, but they haunt their house.
No, Brad, stop.
And then Winona Ryder's parents move in, and they're kind of assholes from New York. So you got the old dead couple that's haunting the house, which they're not bad, but do you really want Alec Baldwin watching your wife while she's on the can?
No.
Especially when they go to the point to hire douchebag, pervy, McPedophile Beetlejuice, who's dangerous. So who are you going to call? The motherfucking Ghostbusters.
This literally, every time he does a pitch, it reads as a commercial for the Ghostbusters.
If the Ghostbusters fight
like,
the
these
giant...
guys are haunting your house. Do you really want these fucking people in your house?
If the Ghostbusters fight the giant
Ghostbusters
sandworms...
with Beetlejuice.
If he fights the giant
And
sandworms,
Alec
that would be
Baldwin.
sweet as fuck though, right? When they fight the giant
Because
sandworms...
you know Alec Baldwin's going to watch your wife while she's on the can.
I'm only sold on this if they have like the pterodactyl face mask
Do
on.
it.
Do you remember when they
Yeah,
go to
they do the...
Yeah, and then they fight the giant sandworms. That'd be cool as shit too.
Well, the Ghostbusters will probably go to the sandworm place and go, fuck that, that's not in our contract. We don't fight that, we only fight ghosts.
Alright, so everyone here besides me is a little tired of like the Marvel comedy yuck stick, it's fair to say.
Yep.
So what if they were put in a situation, the Avengers, where it was dark and serious and they had to quit fucking around and the world would get destroyed? For real.
Yep.
But doesn't the world almost get destroyed in every fucking Avengers thing too, though?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but
it's always like contained like a city. World War Z, the fucking crazy zombies, the super fast ones that build up on a wall and would like...
Some Marvel zombies?
Yeah, but with cooler zombies. I guess Marvel
So Army
zombies.
of Darkness versus Marvel zombies?
I think
That's
so.
comic book.
I don't think zombies have ever been done like World War Z in the movies, though. Besides World War Z.
Avengers 28 days later.
I mean, 28 days later is literally rage zombies that happen super fast and run.
Oh, you're right.
So, I mean, your argument is stupid, because you're stupid.
Well, I've not seen 28 Days.
It's great.
Are you fucking retarded?
The second one's not as.
I enjoyed the
28.
second one.
Idris Elba's in the second one.
I just don't
That
like.
scene,
And Jeremy
there's a
Renner.
scene in the second
I
one
don't doubt it's bad.
where it's like in that courtyard and all the soldiers are posted up on the wall and they just have to start shooting into their own people.
Yeah, they're just
It
like...
was- the way it was shot, and it's like fucking
I
powerful.
didn't say it was
I was
bad.
like,
It's just
Hey,
not
we've
as-
all-
I don't like the one dude was like intelligent. Like the husband zombie was like hiding from like fire.
It's not
bombs
hiding?
and
That's kind of
stuff.
weird.
I was fine with it.
Yeah, he
because
was like.
it wasn't that fucking Raimi one, or no. What was it? One with the zombies start learning how to use guns, and they're like led by the black gas station worker.
Romero.
Romero. That one was horrible.
That was-
but because these weren't
Land of the Dead.
normal
Yeah.
zombies, it was some sort of an infection.
Yeah.
I was a little bit less.
But in
Oh, yeah.
28 days later, none of them are like that.
That's the early stages where the brain's getting burned out, though. So now the body's adapting to the disease.
He was like the main. He was like the main, like one of the main characters. I feel like he was just because he was a main character, he was given sort of.
Yeah, because he's an actual actor, man.
But okay, then we've all seen, or we all have movies that we haven't seen because there's too many fucking movies. I'm not even saying it. You just have
No,
to
it's
Look,
not.
you're fucking bullshit. Bullshit. Get it out of
You
here.
haven't seen Whiplash or Midnight Special.
Because I don't want
Alright.
to see either of those pieces of garbage.
Let's keep
fucking
going.
movies.
This
What's
is
yours?
incredible.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
All right. I got Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. But they are assisted with Ant-Man. Yes.
It's awesome. That's why I liked Honey, I Shrunk the Kids so much. I was like, it's like Honey, I Shrunk... Or no, Ant-Man.
Ant-Man shows
It's like-
up and
it's
he's like,
like
I will help you.
Kids.
What would the story be? Would they be assisting?
They get shrunk,
No,
Ant-Man
they get
shows
shrunk,
up,
he
freaks out, catches
yeah.
them, and then he's like, doop, moving
He
over.
shows up and, yeah. All the movies are like 5 minutes long.
So the peril is they're shrunken, but then Ant-Man shows up and goes, okay, get near me. I'm big. Get in my hand. We'll fix this now.
Yep.
I feel like Ant-Man should like shrink down in a fight, get his device broken or fucked up to where he has to stay small, and he runs into the kids and they have to find out how to get big by themselves. And Mirandus can make his Hollywood comeback.
It should have been real time though, to where those kids were shrunk down. So now there's a tribe of fucking like savage kids out there that all bred from the one girl that was out there. So and the inbred hills have eyes, people.
Yeah, and they ride the giant ants.
But this tiny, yes.
Yeah. I'm just saying, Tom, you gotta put a little bit more fucking thought in your movies.
I know. I know it.
Brandon, go ahead and hit us with your next Ghostbuster.
So,
Please don't. Can we just skip
Nicole Kidman and her dumbass ghost kids are haunting a house, but that's the twist in the movie. You don't realize it until the end. The others.
Oh, the
and then so the family's like, well, how do we get rid of these stupid ass ghosts? Because Nicole Kidman and her stupid ass kids are haunting her house. Call the Ghostbusters.
My bladder is small.
I actually have real legit ideas. Can I just start replacing breads?
I think mine are pretty fucking solid.
I thought, you know what though? I haven't seen the others, but it sounded like a terrible movie. That one actually probably isn't that good of an idea. But I do like the interview real horror and the Beetlejuice one.
Go ahead, David.
He's gone.
You didn't like the ghost one? Where it's just Demi Moore trying to get back on with her life, but Patrick Swayze just gets mad.
That movie would be over super.
She brings dudes home to bang them.
Yeah, that'd be another bread short. We really should wait for Tommy.
Okay.
I don't know, because I kind of have a pitch on mine. You know what? While he's gone, I would say something I'm not going to say because
No, just give me one so we can keep this going. We're not going to just sit here in silence doing.
Well, no. I was going to keep talking.
No, just give me your next one.
So one I wasn't going to use.
No, give me your next one.
All right.
Whatever you say, I'm writing down as your next one.
All right. Wait, how many do I have? Do I have 2 left?
I don't know. We'll see how it plays out.
Because I have 2 I really want to use.
Well, use whichever one you want to use more.
Ooh, Looper and Resident Evil. So we all know the story from Looper, right? Everyone's seen Looper. The mob in the future, you can't get away with doing a crime, so they send people they want killed back in the past, and people kill them. So, in the future, Umbrella is still doing all their fucking shit that I'm supposed to be doing. So they send back people they want to silence, ex-employees, whatever, and maybe some monsters to be Loopered, and maybe like they send back like a liquor or like a fucking tyrant and he gets loose in the city and
Dumb shit.
got a bunch of loot. I don't know. I thought it was kind of cool.
Can I take his?
You can't. You put.
Haley Joel Osment's being harassed by fucking Bruce Willis's ghost. A shitty hairpiece. All he wants to do is his homework and be a normal kid. So who do they fucking call? The goddamn Ghostbusters to get rid of Bruce Willis and his stupid ass hairpiece. He was trying to fucking shrink his ass.
Fine, we won't do Luke Resident Evil. Let's do Inception and your friend Roger Rabbit. So, Leonardo DiCaprio's team of Inception people, because, you know, the top never quits spinning, so
By the way,
so the sequel.
if we keep doing summaries of all these movies, this shit is going to be like 3 hours long.
We don't have to do them again.
It's a funny episode. It's a fun episode.
Look, I put creative thought into my
Yeah.
okay?
I'm just saying.
So they
Yeah.
got to Toontown to investigate a fucking crime, but you can't get a straight answer out of it to him because they're fucking crazy. So they got to go into his mind and through all the levels to find out the truth. And they see some crazy animated wacky ass shit when they're inside a Toon's mind. You know, it could be Roger, or it could be another Toon, and Roger would go with Leonardo DiCaprio and Joyce Gordon-Levitt and Tom Hardy and Roger Rabbit. And it's like half.
Why are you leaving Juno out?
Because she has an alien. Because she's dealing with her alien baby.
She's filming that at the same time.
Same thing.
Because you can't.
So it's
Cillian Murphy in it?
of course
Okay.
because
You're
now they're best friends because
I got
Leonardo
one.
DiCaprio.
Well, he's just in every-
You were tapped.
I got one.
Chris
No, this
We're
isn't
moving on to Tommy's.
this isn't a Nolan film.
We're
This is
moving
Zack Snyder
on.
I got Fellowship of the Ring and Wilfred.
film. The fucking
dog?
dog show from FX with
Yeah.
Ed,
I love it.
Elijah Wood.
Yeah.
Explain.
Oh, it's just
Elijah
Fellowship
Wood's
of the
got-
Ring, but Elijah Wood has a pet dog that follows him.
But it's
adventures.
Wilford.
Like he doesn't.
Sean Bean just sees a dog.
What-
Frodo sees a man in a dog, a hobbit in a dog's
So
costume.
what we
Okay,
replace all
so,
this stuff that like this.
Basically, what happens is at first it's just regular ass Fellowship of the Ring, but as he goes, the ring keeps twisting his mind until eventually he finds a dog on the trail, and it keeps twisting his mind further, and it becomes the
Wilfred.
man dog.
would we alter some scenes? Because you know how Sam's always saving his ass along the movies. Would we change it a little bit to where Sam's still there, but Wilfred's the one saving him?
Wilfred only saves him when it could be believable that a dog could save him.
What about...
So if he gets attacked by like a wolf, like Wilfred could save him.
Well, he saves him from a spider. He saves him from...
No, because a wolf did not defeat that spider.
The entire trilogy. Just replace Sam with Wilfred.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
And everyone sees him as Frodo's companion dog.
Yeah.
But he sees him as...
But no, in any of the action scenes, it would be the dude in the dog suit fighting the spider, or fighting fucking Gollum at the end.
Yep.
Like, it would never show him, it would only show him as an actual dog when they're just walking.
Yeah.
But when they're doing action shit, it would be the dude in the dog suit.
Brad, pitch another...
That was a great show.
I did. Fucking the goddamn
Please no.
Bruce Willis is a ghost the whole time. With the Ghostbusters.
Sixth Sense.
Yep, Sixth Sense and Ghostbusters.
You guys don't seem to love my Roger Rabbit and Inception.
I wrote it down.
I know. I think that one has the most.
David, finish this.
Okay.
With something good.
Dude. I have an Aliens and Ninja Turtles one.
What would that xenomorph look like?
Well, no.
Which one becomes the
Well,
xenomorph?
no, I have one is Star Trek and Aliens, which I think, like,
Yeah.
the new crew,
That makes sense.
because you get, like, Bones and Spock and the cool characters.
Yeah.
Characters you actually care about, go to investigate, and it's xenomorphs, and it's just like an Aliens movie, but with awesome characters. And then I have the Ninja Turtles, the 90s one with Ben Affleck's Batman.
Oh, my one was Farscape and Star Trek.
Yeah, but Ninja Turtles do team up with Batman in a comic.
It hasn't been on a movie,
So-
though. And they didn't do it
But it's
right.
like it's a team up that
Simpsons
has
did it.
happened.
Simpsons
Yeah,
did it.
Let's go with
Spawn and Constantine.
let's go with the long.
See, I like that.
That would be cool as shit.
Constantine and
That's
Ghostbusters.
taking the last spot.
Constantine and Ghostbusters.
Does anybody have any other ones they want to throw out? Because I had a Lonely Island and James on the Bob movie, comedy.
That sounds horrible.
That would be amazing, man.
Alright, so what do we got up first?
So, Brad, round one. John Crichton, Malcolm Reynolds, Buddy Cop versus Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Inception.
You serious?
I know. I'm sorry. David.
Do not tell me, no, one, you could do so much cool shit if you're in the mind of a cartoon. With the
You can do some really
What,
cool
we're gonna
shit
see
when you
more
have-
cartoon shit?
Yeah, you can do some really cool shit when you have the entirety of space.
Yeah, but I haven't seen Farscape, though.
So, you're picking...
No, but then again, though, this would technically be a continuation of the Firefly series that I love so much, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go Firefly. Just even if I don't, even if I don't understand the
That's not how...
the Farscape side of it, it would be a sequel to Serenity.
David. Zero Dark 30, Taken versus Ghostbusters versus Beetlejuice.
And this is one of Ghostbusters ones that actually is good. Because you didn't do the Frighteners one. I honestly think I would like to see Liam Neeson just America, all of Afghanistan. So take it.
Tommy.
I kind of would like that one too. Taken.
I think I would too.
Do you think that movie would make any money in the box office? Do you think that movie would be
I
like...
think it would.
Do you think
I think it would.
do you think people would be like, that's not what happened, we don't give a fuck, it's so entertaining?
Yeah.
My only issue with this is essentially you're replacing fucking Slimer with a guy who can actually talk.
Yeah.
It's
And
like...
he's also a pedophile.
Is he?
Beetlejuice is totally a fucking pedophile. He's trying to marry fucking Lydia, who's like 14.
Yeah, but she's a goth chick.
Different time.
And they put a...
Tommy. Amityville Horror versus Ghostbusters or Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, Ant-Man.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, Ant-Man. Not because it's just mine.
I'm going to go with Amityville on this one because I think it'd be interesting. As long as one of the Ghostbusters has to die.
That's fine.
Okay.
Don't make it the
Not Winston. Not Winston, though.
Wait, but it can... Yeah, but it also can't be Ramus because it'd be too soon.
Or Ramus dies and haunts the place then. I'm going Amityville.
He dies and comes back and helps them.
As a ghost. His new Slimer.
Amityville.
We'll go Amityville because it sounds like an actual movie, not a skit.
That's true.
If you would have pitched Brad's idea where the Honey I Shrunk the Kids never made it back and they formed like a tribe, it would have been different.
That was you that started that one?
Yeah.
So it's on me. Critters versus Gremlins.
Gremlins.
You're talking like
Gremlins.
Gremlins. It's literally Gimli. That's
It's
just
the Gremlins.
small. Yeah.
See what happened was I read
They
this.
hate sunlight.
I read this,
Don't feed 'em
and
at
then
night.
as I was saying it, I was mentally reading the next one.
She was reading
So-
Frodo.
Have
Frodo.
anybody but me and Brad ever seen Critters though?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Critters versus Gremlins versus Frodo replacing Sam with Wilford.
This is the first tough one.
I think I'm gonna go Critters.
Because one's can be to go to one's in
I literally power watched all 4 Critters movies like 2 weeks ago on a Sunday. So Critters.
I'll have to watch the first one because I do not remember the
David.
bounty hunters.
They're
Did
there.
they show that at the very end though?
No, they're throughout the whole movie.
David, vote.
Oh,
They're-
Gremlins and Critters.
They start the movie.
Really?
I'm gonna
I remember the
say
Critters, or like the Critters cussed a lot in the
Frodo.
first one. Like they made jokes and shit,
Mhm.
and they told everybody to go fuck themselves.
They
right?
talked.
They don't talk in the other ones.
It's
do they?
subtitled.
It's
They
subtitled.
do. They do. It's usually just one liner, like one time though.
Brad. Home Alone with Frank Castle versus Sixth Sense Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I want to watch the Ghostbusters kill Bruce Willis.
I like Bruce.
Not with that hairpiece, you don't.
I guess I'm making up my own scenario for both the movies. I imagine The Punisher Home Alone is like a raid style movie where they're just in a giant building.
Yeah, we've already discussed that. That's
Yeah.
how it is.
So that's what I'm thinking.
It's not you making up. Like we literally talked about that and made it that.
Okay.
Trying to take credit for the group discussion.
Like I literally go.
No, I think
instead of
you're
like
fine.
2 guys, it'd have to be like 100. And then Brad said something about putting it in a hotel.
That's not true. That was
That
all
is
me.
true. I said it was.
No, I said to take 2 to 100. You just said it literally right after me, and Tommy can verify it, please.
We have a goddamn tape, you son of a bitch.
When you
Yeah, but
watch
if it turns out that it is him,
It's
you
not.
will look at it like.
I want you to. I'm gonna replay the clip nonstop.
No, he's
It's like an hour long of the
gonna
episode.
listen. When you watch it, it's gonna be like I'm gonna be like me and you are gonna be talking on the side like we were. And I was like instead of 2, it'd be like 100. But before I say that, it's just gonna cut, and you're gonna see like a weird jump,
Yep.
and it's just gonna be David talking.
I'm the editor.
So
Thank God you're too lazy to actually edit.
You know what my vote is.
yeah,
Which one is that?
Mine.
Okay.
you went. So would you vote?
His too. The
That
Bruce
would be
Willis thing would be
fucking
too
amazing.
short.
Just to see him kill people in fun ways.
Well, yeah, but
David.
think of the Sixth Sense, but every time he goes to help a ghost, the Ghostbusters just bust in and like shoot the little girl who was poisoned by her mom.
So you don't follow the
So
Ghostbusters. You still follow Haley Joel Osment.
Yeah.
Ghostbusters just popping through the window.
Like he just calls him, he's like, there's a little girl ghost that won't leave me alone, and then so they show him at a funeral, and they just bust the shit out of her while at the funeral, like shooting the photon packs, burning up the walls, the drapes are on fire.
This is the movie in which Haley Joel Osment get the bill from all the ghosts and like,
Yeah, of course it does.
David. Robert California and Reddington,
that sounds super meta.
the brother Christmas film, versus the others versus Ghostbusters.
Oh, yours. Can we just call it Red Tails?
No.
I'm gonna say red team.
Robert California is fucking amazing, so yeah.
Yeah, that sounds interesting. Do you think if someone pitched that to Spader, do you think he'd take it?
At this point, maybe.
Maybe. I can't believe the Blacklist is still going on.
It's a good show. I haven't seen the newest season.
But that like premise though, like how long can that go on?
They've done it really well for a long
Have
time.
they? It hasn't gotten old. I only watched the first couple seasons.
Because all of the fucking people that are on the list are crazy terrifying.
And there's always like the big bad of every season is fantastic. So who started that one?
I did.
You did. Tommy. Ghost versus Ghostbusters. Spawn and Constantine.
Can we all call them Ghosts v Ghostbusters Dawn of Justice?
Spawn Constantine.
Spawn Constantine for sure.
Ghostbusters.
Oh, they're on a team. We never discussed Constantine versus.
It's
Spawn.
whatever you like.
Yeah, no, I feel like it'd be like Buddy Cop
Yeah.
ish.
When he goes, because when John Constantine goes to hell to get that bracelet back or whatever, whenever he crosses over to that dimension, is that where Spawn is, or is Spawn
John
just hanging out with him?
Constantine goes to hell, and the devil has a conversation with him, and he's like, "Listen, no, you need to go back. Take Spawn with you, my
Oh, that's
henchman."
you. I need you to complete this task, but you're not doing it alone.
Yeah,
All right, yeah, let's do that one. Is there Rachel Weisz in it again? Do not.
sure.
Cool.
It's your world.
What about Shia LaBeouf?
We're gonna call it Spawn.
No, he died,
Con.
didn't he?
The alternate ending, he comes back as an angel.
Con. Yeah.
That's sad. Which I know.
I think is it me?
Well, especially because he's wearing the same getup that Gabriel was wearing.
What, just like robes and bandages?
No, that weird white outfit she was wearing at the end.
Juno Alien versus Battletoads Turtles. I'm gonna go Battletoads Turtles.
Well, yeah.
Battletoads and Turtles.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that too. Although Juno Alien would be a good skip. Like you said, the movie is better.
My thing with when I had pitched, or I guess I didn't really pitch it, but the Turtles and Batman one, I assumed like the villains would be Ra's al Ghul and Shredder because they're kind of similar, and you get a funny back and forth with Splinter and Alfred like just shit talking each other. And it was just
Shredder
really
and
cool
Ra's al
movie.
Ghul are so similar.
Yeah. Well, they all have giant.
They're not that unsimilar.
They-
They both have ninja armies.
Yeah.
That's the similarity.
And they're trying to destroy society
Yeah.
half the time.
One doesn't work for a brain, though.
It's true.
Shredder doesn't have to do that.
But
It's
he
only in the
does.
animated show.
Brad.
Depends on what version.
John Crichton, Malcolm Reynolds, Buddy Cop versus Zero Dark Taken.
Not Zero Dark Taken.
Why?
Because it's
Zero Dark
terrible.
Taken. Why? You're in the military. You wish you could have been
Tommy.
as cool as Liam Neeson.
First game.
What is it, not realistic in that 40 grand?
I think we're all tired of Liam Neeson just remaking Taken. And it being called different movies while also making Taken sequels.
Fucking
Taken 3 was awful.
Deadpool. When
At
he's
some
laid
point,
down-
he's just
somebody is just a dead parent.
Yeah.
David.
And a husband, because his wife dies in one of them.
Amityville Ghostbusters versus Critters Gremlins.
Oh, fuck. That's actually the Ghostbusters pitch I like. But Gremlins and Critters, I think, would be infinitely amazing.
Amityville.
I'm going Amityville on this one.
Amity.
Oh, man. I thought Brad might have been with me on that one.
No. Amityville Ghostbusters.
I think
That-
Amityville
that would be
Ghostbusters
cool.
is Brad's only Ghostbusters left. I
You guys
think
killed them all.
Yeah. But
They
that
were
was
all
actually
great ideas.
I think that one and the Beetlejuice one
Tommy.
cool ideas. But
Yes.
not the others, though. You could have picked up every ghost. Like, the Frighteners, I think, would have been awesome.
So do we call the Home Alone Punisher movie Castle Alone?
Yeah.
Frank Alone.
Yeah. Castle.
Well, Castle word because like
Yeah.
get it because like
Frank Castle.
it's
Frank
his last
Castle.
name, but it's also like
And it's a location.
Frank Castle.
Being Thomas's castle.
Frank Castle lost
That's
in
what
New
the
York.
tagline is. A man's
Frank
home is his
Castle
castle.
Lost in New York.
Can we make Escape from New York, but just have Frank Castle be the lead?
Let's
No,
just
think
let's just make this
fucking amazing.
make this a thing and just put Frank Castle into movies.
I forgot to pitch Escape from
Snake
New York and Escape from
And Castle teaming up would be pretty fantastic.
They would, because they both not have give a shit about murdering people. The thing is like you would have the apathy of Snake Plissken of like, why am I here? Why am I doing this? I don't care about any of this shit.
So what is it up against?
It's Castle Alone versus California Reddington.
Castle.
I'm going California.
California. Who's the Lizard King?
You know, I just thought of, you know, that really shitty comedy with, I think it's Jimmy Fallon and Queen Latifah called Taxi.
That taxi
Mad-
driver?
No, I was going to say that Mad Max. Where they use Mad Max vehicles on the street.
See, I like it better where it's fucking Jimmy Fallon. But instead of having sassy black lady, taxi driver,
is insane.
it's fucking Robert De Niro's crazy fucking murderer ass from Taxi Driver. So you have Jimmy Fallon trying to make jokes while Robert De Niro is like slowly losing his
Wouldn't
mind.
that just kind of
It's
be
on
like,
YouTube.
what's that Jimmy Fox movie where he's
Collateral?
driving around Tom Cruise who's just like a
That movie's fucking fantastic.
The last good Michael Mann movie.
It's on you.
What is the choices though?
There's
So I was
one
thinking
vote
about Taxi
for
Driver.
Home Punisher and 2 votes for California Reddington.
Oh,
Home
damn.
Punisher. I thought we were saying this was Castle.
Shit, Castle Alone.
Home Punisher.
One's a bloody good time. The other one would be so interesting to see though.
Castle Punisher.
And you said it's a Christmas like buddy movie.
It's brothers. They're twin brothers.
Brothers. But didn't you say it's a Christmas movie, right?
Because that's where it would take place. Like they're coming home for Christmas because they live such different lives.
You know, I would just love to see James Spader act. And especially like
I just would love to see Red and California have a conversation.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with that.
Especially with the way California goes sexual with everything.
But damn, dude, I want to
His
see
weird obsession with Sesame Street.
Oh, but I want to see a Murder House movie trailer.
I know.
Tommy, SpawnCon versus Battletoad. I wrote Battletoadals.
Turtles.
I like turtles.
Probably.
turtles.
Probably turtles.
Do we get a scene where they're on the
Honestly, I'm gonna go
stupid-
SpawnCon.
As long as there's no fucking hover bike
I was just gonna say that, they
with,
you know,
with the battle turtles.
Or underwater.
I can at least beat that shit on like the fucking hover bike third level of the fucking Battletoads.
That's impossible.
Where it's like, fuck you, game player.
Yeah.
Haha.
I know.
I hope you like the first 2 levels of the game over and over until you die.
They released that game on the Rare Replay on Xbox, and you can like skip to levels, and you can just skip straight to that level, and you can just play it nonstop and still never beat it. It's not
It's
even
too goddamn hard.
hard.
So what's your
Battle
vote?
turtles.
I'm gonna go SpawnCon.
Well, that's a tie.
I'll change mine to SpawnCon. I like it just as much.
Because I think you could be serious and still work.
I think it could.
Like it wouldn't be.
You start that one, right? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you went with my pick and I went with your pick.
Yeah.
So that brings us to me with John Crichton, Malcolm Reynolds versus Amity Ghost. I'm gonna go with Farscape
Ghost.
Firefly.
Ghostbusters.
Amityville Ghostbusters. I didn't expect John Crichton and Malcolm Reynolds to get knocked off here.
Because it would be a real horror movie, right?
Yeah, I think I'm going with Amityville Ghostbusters because I think it would be.
And that'd be cool. That's actually one of the decent remakes of horror movies.
He took 8 Ghostbuster fucking crossovers, but he found one that's probably gonna win.
I can't believe it knocked out fucking
Brad.
on Critters.
California Reddington versus SpawnCon.
How is that
California
still,
Reddington.
How is that still?
Because Robert California is fucking amazing, and so is Red
We
Reddington.
were just talking about in Alien Covenant, you have 2 Michael Fassbenders acting, and it's just so interesting to watch them act.
Especially when you yell at the movie screen kiss, and they do.
I don't know if that ever happens.
No, it happens. It happens in Alien Covenant.
Well, no, I don't mean people.
They're like really close to each
Yeah.
other. No, I did, because me and Taylor saw it at like 10:30 on a Friday. And so like, we were the only people in the theater. I was like, they're gonna kiss. And they're talking like this, and then they
a
kiss.
little closer.
And then they kiss, and it's just
How
like,
did that go again?
oh!
Do it again.
I'm not doing it again.
I'm super sad that movie didn't do well.
Your vote.
I want a conclusion. It left another fucking cliffhanger.
Well, because that cliffhanger was fucking hilarious.
It's awesome. What's the choices again?
California Red
Red Tails. And
versus SpawnCon.
Red Tails.
Didn't you just ask how this is still here? You voted for it every time.
Because I really
Oh.
like it. I really like the idea, man. It's a good idea.
I'm actually torn, but I'm gonna go Cali Red.
Because it could be funny, a lighthearted drama.
So,
Well, that you'll get action scenes because Red's always murdering people.
Oh, is his brother trying to stop him from murdering
Alright, what
people?
we got?
Or is he still on the run?
Is that on me?
And the shit.
I think it's David's pick.
What because David just did, didn't he?
No, Brad's
Oh.
I think that one.
I don't know.
Oh, are these the 2 finalists?
Yeah.
It's not what I would have expected at all.
Amityville Ghostbusters
Yeah.
How is
Versus-
this here?
versus Robert California
Guys,
and Red
that's my
Reddington.
friend.
That's the one that you say, how is it still here? The
Yeah, this
Amityville
one.
Ghostbusters.
No, this
Oh. I thought you were like,
2
Amityville
James
Ghostbusters.
Spaders.
Because I was
We have all these other ones.
Because if done right, that would be a really
So-
enjoyable movie.
It beat out Others versus Ghostbusters. I think that's fine.
Yes.
Then it beat out Home Punisher.
That one
Then it beat out Spawn Constantine. And now it's up against Amityville Ghostbusters.
Okay.
David.
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters.
I'm riding this bitch to the end.
Ghostbusters.
This is my random pick, and
I know it was. I mean, it would be a good movie. I just don't think it would.
It would be cool to see the Ghostbusters fight super threatening, non-slapstick ghosts.
so the winner of our mashup would be Amityville Horror House versus the Ghostbusters. So maybe like
I'll watch that.
So like when they move in,
Well, no, they get called.
I'm thinking maybe what if you did it to where like they got a new like location and they bought that house
And they were the victims.
and they were the ones living there and the ghosts just didn't know what they got themselves into.
That would
the
be
demons.
Well, you fuck with the wrong people. We do this for a living, motherfucker.
The secretary is the one who's possessed, murdering everyone.
Janine instead of fucking Josh Brolin's dad or Ryan Reynolds. I still want to see them just shoot Ryan Reynolds with a proton pack.
So
I do too.
I can't think of the name of the movie off the top of my head. It was like an HBO made movie, and it was Samuel Jackson and Tommy Lee Jones. And it was just those two, the whole movie, sitting in a room talking.
I remember you telling me about this.
The name of it was essentially, I can't even remember now. Tommy Lee Jones, I think maybe. Tommy Lee Jones was about to
Sunset Limited.
Sunset Limited was about to jump in front of a train called the Sunset Limited, and Samuel Jackson saves his life and brings him back to his apartment. And it's essentially like Samuel Jackson is essentially like God talking to him, and Tommy Lee Jones is essentially representing the devil-ish in a way. And they're just arguing over the futility of life and meaning. But it's just those two for like literally an hour and a half, and it's fantastic.
So what if they got crossover with the Ghostbusters?
I was thinking it'd be kind of funny, like Robert California and
It's a Ghostbusters crossover.
Red Reddington.
All right.
So that's it. The winner of the mashup is Amityville Ghostbusters.
Can I say one thing that I didn't get to pick that would have been awesome?
Is it as bad as fucking Resident Evil Looper?
I thought that was cool. But this is worse because this would be super over the top fake action, but it would be Godzilla and Fast and the Furious. First Fast and the Furious. Because you guys haven't watched the new movies, but they're basically like a strike team now. Like the government is called the Fast, like Dom and his team.
So thank you guys for watching. This is bracket 12 mashups. Hope you enjoyed it. Hit the like, subscribe, leave a comment. If you got a bracket idea for us, throw it out there. We appreciate all the support. Check out the other shows /podcast and /strange
crossover or something.
With Chucky?
With anything.
Team America, what's that show? Super Force 5? Where they fight Hitler and he always jumps out the window?
Oh yeah, fucking.
What's that show called?
So that's the episode.
Danger.
That's it.
But guys, I can totally see Vin Diesel surfing his car up Godzilla's back.
Thank you all. Good night.